Yeah. It's really like how deep you could take this into just the things that are very basic in the way reality works. Of like when some really neat things are just like how recent the concept of even allergies are. Like there's always been allergies, but allergy has to come from something. Like it didn't. Allergies don't just pop up for no reason, and it's not because of like you know who knows what the theories are behind allergies or anything, but like when the body is in a heightened state and like the cells, like the consciousness of the cells is one of let's all the body and all the cells in the body are get into a heightened state in whatever effect it is. You can get like autoimmune problems by the body gets into that state and then it thinks part of itself is a problem and it starts like identifying that part of itself as an issue, and then it becomes an autoimmune disease. It's like something that's within a person, and then if it's like an allergy or something outside, it's like the body gets in a heightened response, or there happens to be some of like dog fur or mold or anything else, and then you can get allergies from that, or like a certain like piece of food or something. Like it's apparently in a lot of the like vaccines that kids get, there's a lot of the same molecules that are like that peanuts have. And like peanut allergies really shot up when the like that started to be more common, is to just give everybody shots when they're young. So you put the body into a heightened state and it recognizes things, anything possible within it that is external that shouldn't be there, and it will like identify, even if that's a dead cell, like a dead molecule or dead virus. It'll be like, okay, that if that ever comes in, go into a hyperactive state and deal with it and get ready. And then if that happens at any point throughout somebody's life, it makes sense why some people can like gain allergies and lose allergies and whatever else. It's just if the body, all the cells in it, get into that state of like hyper defensive, like fear and whatever, and then they happen to target something, then now it becomes a problem. It's funny because it makes sense that would be how it goes. And I don't even know what the actual theories around allergies are, but like, do people think they're? I don't even know what the normal criteria is, but there can only be one way that they come about, and it has to do with like the root problem. Like you got to go to the deepest possible layer of what's actually going on with like the intent behind the living organisms, which are the cells in the body, and how they operate, not our analytical like equations and however we would approach something of like correlations and causations and things, but just what's going on with the living conscious beings that are doing the thing that we call an allergy. And that goes for every kind of illness or disease or mental problem or anything. And yeah.
What you just said at the end there of the the analyzing or cause and effect or whatever, that's like what we were saying about how you change one little thing and then the next thing changes and the next thing changes or whatever. But really, you can like analyze that and look at that as much as you want, but it just comes back to like what is actually occurring right now, because otherwise you could just go down literally infinite ideas about what could be happening.
Yeah, it's like slow kind of like tipping points. Like it's more like the more you analyze something, if you walk that path of like intellect and piecing things together the long way, eventually everything makes sense, and it makes then like I've yet to really find anything that's like, oh, this is out of place or whatever. It's like, yeah, reality. Everything makes sense, and then everything that you can learn from there is just like works together, and it all makes sense. And then like some things get a little clearer, and it's like, oh, that that cleared completely this up, and I thought it would clear this, but it doesn't, and like it pieces everything together. It's a long way, and it's better to just become aware of what's going on with the cells in the body at the moment, and then you can bypass any idea of things like, oh no, how did I get this problem in me?